build this channel up to where it is. So one thing that I want to say is that thank you so much, and let's continue to welcome others so that they can join this channel. So our main topic that I want us to talk about today is how you can pass any maths competitive exams in one day. In one day, I mean that you are going to approach that maths test without any problem, and you're going to approach it with confidence. So I want you to be with me up to the end. You know me, I am Math Billionaire. I want to welcome you to this program. So before I begin, so the topic is how can we pass any maths competitive test? That's the major problem, because all of us wants to pass the maths competitive test exams. That is the exams whereby maybe you want to move from one stage to another, or you want to finalize the issue of high school, and you want to go to the university. So there's an exam there that shall make you do what? Move to the next stage. So welcome to this program as I share with you some of the most correct ways in which you can use to pass any maths exam. The first one, you are supposed to start early. So number one, by being start early, I mean begin study well before the exam date. The exam dates usually have got the timetables are usually given on time. That is prior. Maybe if you're doing a national exam, we expect the timetable to be there maybe 1 week to that particular exam, or it can be 1 year to exam. That is around 11 months to an exam, or 6 months to an exam. So by that time, the timetable should have been there. When the moment you see that the timetable has been displayed, that is the first time now you should begin to start preparing on how you are going to study. So that is what we are saying about you start early. You start early preparing to avoid the last minute rush, whereby some students they shall say that they are going to discuss after some they are going to discuss when the time have just come for doing the exam. That is maybe when 1 week is remaining. So avoid the late minute preparation. Just start preparing early enough. Avail all your apparatus for preparing for the math test. And that I mean you have to start early for the preparation for the exam. So that's the first one. Number two, you have to understand the syllabus. Understanding the syllabus, meaning that you should know the topics that are going to be covered in that exams. So the topics that are going to be covered in the exam usually comes hand in hand with the syllabus. Once you have identified the syllabus, then you are likely to know which areas are going to be covered. If that maths exam maybe has got 2 papers, maybe paper 1, paper 2, then you need to know what you are expecting in paper 1, and you also need to know what you should expect in paper 2. So that is why I'm saying that you should understand the maths syllabus. That is number 2. Then number 3, organize your notes. Keep your notes clean. Like for example, if you're going to do a national exam and maybe it takes a period of 4 years, you have to keep your notes clean. The one that you've been studying right from year 1 to year 4, so that when you're doing the revision, you have to know that this area I did it in year 1, this is year 2, year 3, year 4. Avoid the issue of wearing out notes, plucking the papers. It's not allowed, and a good student should always arrange its work neat, and notes should always be well organized, so that this helps him or her in revision. Number 3, create a study schedule. Evelyn Abraham say Hi, I know you're fine. Hi, you're welcome. We are talking about how someone can study in one day in order for us to a math comparative test. So, Evelyn, welcome. Maybe which country are you watching us from? Deni Gai Gayono. Hey, Deni. You're welcome to this program, Deni. Deni is saying from Indonesia. Oh, nice one, Deni. Greet the people of Indonesia and tell them hi. So if you're here for the first time, just subscribe to the channel. Sky Jabs, do say, are you from Uganda? Not really. I'm not from Uganda. I'm from somewhere, but not in Uganda. Guys, I want us to know how we can always prepare for the competitive exams. You're from? Okay, I'm from Kenya. Kenya, the capital city of Kenya is Nairobi. I'm from Kenya. Guys, you're welcome. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We are talking about how you can pass the competitive test in a day. So in case you have any question, just write there, comment with which country you're coming from, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, it's close to Uganda. It is close to Uganda. Kenya is close to Uganda. In fact, Kenya and Uganda were just neighbors, and we are just bordered by, we are sharing a lake, to be specific, and that is Lake Victoria. We are sharing Lake Victoria. That is what it is. So Kenya and Uganda, they are neighbors, we are friends. Danny is saying, I'm like, you're like, complete the sentence, Danny. Do you know Joseph Cohen? Maybe that name seems familiar. I know Joseph Koyo, but Cohen, maybe the name seems familiar, Joseph Cohen. But I know Joseph Koyo. Unless it's the one that I know, Joseph Koyo. Do you mean Joseph Koyo or Joseph Cohen? Okay. So we are welcoming you all. Don't go away. We are looking at how you can pass a maths comparative exam in one day. Okay. Maybe if is there a different person, Joseph Koyo or Joseph Koyo? Maybe if I may know, because he's from Kenya. Maybe you know the people from Kenya. Okay. So I've said that the some of the measures that you have to put in place when you want to pass the maths competitive exams. First, you have to start early. Start early simply means that you plan early. I've talked about that one. Number two, you have to understand the syllabus. So understanding the syllabus simply means that you have to know the topics that are likely to be set, or the areas that are likely to be covered in that maths test. So guys, don't go away. What you need for is just to subscribe and proceed. As long as the end of the day you learn something. So my name is Maths Billionaire. So that's the name of the channel. I can also call myself Maths Billionaire, but the channel itself is Maths Billionaire. But my name is John. So my name is John. So you're welcome. So I'm the person behind the scenes. You know, I'm always faceless. People don't see me, but people see the calculation. So people wonder, how is this Maths Billionaire? So he's the one who is talking right now. Yes, I have. Exactly. I have what a wife. Yes, I have. So people wonder, who is this faceless person who is not talking? So this is the person right now. Okay. So today I feel like what I want to give out, I cannot write it down. It's not like calculation. You know, calculation, you have to write it down on a piece of paper. You explain how it is being done. But now, when talking about some areas that are to do with theory, you cannot write them down. You just have to come and explain. What do you think about Sudan? Oh, okay. Sudan is split into two. We had the Southern Sudan and the other Sudan. So the Southern Sudan was this country that just got independence of recent. is a country that is at least it's peaceful. But the other Sudan is a bit chaos by now. I don't know why. But the other part of southern Sudan, there is where we tend to immigrate from that part. The Luo is a tribe that is in Kenya, so we intend to migrate from those sides of southern Sudan. But the other Sudan is a bit chaotic, and it is usually composed of most of the Nilotes are living there, the Nilotes. Okay, so what I can say is, guys, subscribe as we proceed. This is the Math Billionaire, so let's proceed. Unless you have a question, just write down on the screen. I'll be able to attend. Is it dangerous? The southern Sudan is this country that it's peaceful, but the other Sudan it's a bit dangerous. It's not usually safe. It's like Somali. But the southern Sudan, which got independence just of recent, around 2015 there, it's a bit peaceful as compared to the other Sudan. Okay, do you wish to go to Sudan? But if you want to go to Sudan, get the one, the southern Sudan is a bit safe, not the other one. But then we also have Somali. Somali is where that is chaotic of late. But all the East African countries are safe. Apart from Sudan, Southern Sudan is good, and Somali is not safe as we speak, because it's a country that is always in constant conflict. Their head look like peanut. It's just the drawing, how it was drawn. Yeah, Somali, it's a country that is usually in conflict, right? You have to understand it unless you're a Somalian. If you're not a Somalian, you might not understand the country. And the head looks peanut. Maybe the drawings, how the country is drawn is how it looks strange, right? But now, how Kenya is drawn, how Uganda is drawn is a bit nice. You can even admire the drawing. Okay, so maybe if you want to visit some of those countries someday, yes, no. But the only country that I wish to visit, but I've visited Uganda before, because Ugandans are just our neighbors. In fact, we usually go to Uganda without even carrying the passports. So as long as you have your ID, you just access Uganda. So Uganda, there's no strict measures like when you are entering into that particular country. You just have to carry your ID. You can even work in that particular country. Same way the Ugandans also work in Kenya. There's no problem about that. But other countries that are not East Africa, you have to carry yourself with your passport. All East African countries, you just have to carry yourself an ID, East African country, and identification card. Once you have an identification card, you are free to work in that country with no stress. So unless there's anything that can attend to before I proceed. So tips for passing competitive exam, that is maths. There's also another tip that is we want to talk about. You have to practice regularly, meaning that you have to practice each and every time. Like you keep on studying, you keep on revising, so that whatever you had learned before have to stick onto your brain. So there's no point whereby you are learning something today, then you want to apply it the final day of doing an exam. That is, you might not get the concept right. So you have to keep on revising consistently, so that you get to know what you're talking about or what you're discussing. Then also solve the past papers. Familiarize yourself with the past papers, the papers that another group had done earlier on or previous years. Use those papers so that you can do what you can able to revise. So past papers are very, very important, because past papers will always help you study. once you have the past papers, you are able to do what? You are able to study well, because past papers helps you to familiarize yourself with the content that you are studying. Then the other thing that you need to do, you have to join the study groups. So study groups are always important. If you join the study groups, it's a little more nice. Study groups are safe. From the study groups, you also get to learn a lot of things from the study groups. So always join the study groups if you want to pass in your exams. So study groups are a little more study groups are nice, and they are usually good to form the study groups. So in case you have any question, just ask me. We are trying to learn how you can pass any maths competitive test. It's not that it's only for the students alone. No, it's not for the students alone. It is only for even for people who want to sharpen their skills in various careers that can also use some of these methods, guys. So the other way in which you can pass maths exam is also form groups. You have to form groups. Just form groups. So if you are getting to the channel, just tell us where you are, which country are you. So always form the study groups. Study groups are very important. Study groups helps a lot, because you can always get to know what you are learning through the use of study groups. So study groups are usually nice places that someone can use to engage. Study groups are usually nice for those people who have problems in reading for themselves. So always join study groups and collaborate with your classmates to reinforce learning. Another way in which we can pass the competitive exams, apart from joining the study groups, you can teach somebody else. Like you can say, like, you have a friend, and this your friend, you know something, maybe you know about the area, and your friend doesn't understand the area well. So in that case, you can teach your friends how maybe you can find the area of a circle, or if it's not the area of a circle, you can teach them how they can find the area of a parallelogram, the area of a square, the area of a rectangle. So by you teaching your friends, you are able to do what? You are able to grasp the content. You are able to know what you are talking about. Because when that thing comes to an exam, you are able to remind yourself that this concept I taught my friend, and through that your friend can also be able to remember. Because learning does not take place when the teacher is there. Learning takes place when the two people, or two or more, three people, have agreed to do what? To work together. They have agreed to learn. Learning cannot take place when there is a teacher only. No, learning can also take place in a group of students when they come together and agree on how they are going to teach themselves. Like for me, I'm teaching about the area. The other friend of ours is teaching about the length. Maybe I'm weak in length. The other friends of mine is good in length. So that is how it works. So join the study groups, teach yourselves, so that also you are able to learn more about what you are doing, what you are talking about. So passing an exam does not come easily. You just have to practice some of those things in order to do what? To pass an exam. Then the other area that you want to work out for you to pass in an exam or to excel in your maths test is always work on your weak areas. The areas that you're having the weakness, also always remember to those areas. Work. If if you are poor in, for example, you are poor in length, work hard in length. If you are poor in algebra, work hard in algebra. Okay. If you are poor in area, like finding the area of the circle, work out in the area of the circle. If you are poor in calculus, work hard in calculus. And finally, you are going to excel your maths competitive test. Apart from forming the study groups, apart from teaching one another, you have to work on your weak areas, because when you work in your weak areas, you are able to do what? To excel in your studies. You are able to excel in your studies when you work on your weak areas. So another area that I want us to talk about is stay healthy. Stay healthy, meaning that in a day that you're going to do the exam, always sleep early, wake up early, and revise. By staying healthy, we also mean that you have to do some of the exercises, like you do some push-ups wherever you are at home. Then you do some exercise like running, walking. You don't just use buses or vehicles or bicycles. Bicycles are good for exercises, but now when you want to board vehicles, it's not healthy for you. Okay, you just have to be healthy. By staying healthy, you have enough rest or enough sleep. Then you also have to eat a balanced diet, because balanced diet is always good for your health. Okay, so apart from that, you have to use online resources. Use online resources. If you want to excel, always use online resources. Online resources simply means that always use the websites. The websites are usually available that you people can always get. You can always use the websites. If you're going to study for your comparative exams, the YouTube platforms are available. You can always revise whatever you don't know from the YouTube platforms. They are always available. Apart from the YouTube platforms, use the websites. They're available. So those areas can help you in doing what? In studying for your competitive test or competitive exams. So they're usually recommendable, and whenever you use them, I can assure you you're going to have good feedback on what you are revising. Okay, so you have to understand. Don't memorize. Understand. Don't memorize. If you're going to do your competitive exams, understand what you have learned. Don't memorize. And understanding what you've learned comes the way whereby you're saying, avoid cramming. You're not supposed to do what? You're not supposed to cram. You're supposed to understand what you're learning. Avoid cramming. Cramming is bad. Cramming is dangerous. Okay, so still we are proceeding. Stay positive, maintain a good positive towards studying. We've talked about you avoiding cramming. Cramming is usually not healthy. About staying positive, we talked about staying positive. You should always be positive. stay organized, review all your mistake, and get plenty of sleep. Stay calm. Stay calm means that you practice relaxation techniques to manage the exams anxiety. You have to practice relaxation techniques to avoid exam anxiety. So exams anxiety are those things that comes like you just want to do that exams and do what and go. That is what we are talking about, an exam anxiety. So always avoid the exam anxiety. Just work hard well. Just work hard well. And everything will be nice. So in case you have a question, let us know. Questions that you're having, we shall be able to address some of those questions in the right way. So most importantly, I thank all of you people. I thank all of my subscribers. You guys have done for me a nice thing. Like, you've really supported this program. Okay, you've really supported this program, so I want to say you're welcome. In case there's any question that you have, don't just write it down, and we'll be able to attend to that question. And you guys from wherever the world, from the continent, I want to say a big thank you. You are very amazing people. So if you're new, just remember subscribing, and I've uploaded most of the videos there. Don't just go through them and we'll check. They're all about the mathematical concepts. The channel is all about the mathematical content. So if you want the things real mathematics, this is the channel for you. There's no any other channel that deals with mathematics. This is the only channel, unless you have a question. Maybe which country are you? It's an interactive session. And which areas do you want us to cover next time? I'll be glad to respond to some of those issues, So I appreciate, just subscribe. Today we were learning about something that is very interesting, how you can pass competitive exams in a day. We have said that be organized, avoid cramming, stay focused, understand the question, understand what the question is saying. Don't rush. Okay? Get to recall the formulas. Each and every problem has got the solution through the formulas that you've been learning. Understand the question, use the appropriate formulas that enables you to tackle the formulas. Okay? Do you want to live in Europe? I'll be glad to live in Europe someday, but right now I don't have that plan, but maybe someday I wish to be there someday. Unless you want to stay, do you wish to stay in Europe? Maybe if I may ask, but we may have those plans maybe someday. Okay, any question, guys, that you may want us to attend to? Or which areas apart from mathematics do you wish us to talk about? I'll be glad to get the response. Okay. So most importantly, I want to appreciate you guys. You've been so amazing. Mostly Sky W J's. Hey, this name is difficult to pronounce. Sky JK. The name is difficult to pronounce. Okay, the ones, maybe if I can call with the last three letters, KKK. Oh, thank you. So any question, guys, I'll be glad. Maybe from there, is it raining in where you are, your country? Is it raining? For us in our country, it is a little bit cold right now. It's a little bit cold. Then yesterday, people were demonstrating. Yesterday, people were demonstrating. Today, people are not demonstrating. There was anti-government protest that people were doing. But I believe today things are nice. There's nothing wrong. We are just, you guys, wherever you are, pray for our country, Where you are, pray for our country. We need peace in our country. So pray for us, put us in prayers, Maybe you might have heard from where you are that they were demonstrating in our country. The demonstration has been going on for 3 days now. So it's still going on, like they're saying, like next week, there shall be again be demonstration. So demonstration is everywhere. It's being done by the youth of this country. It's an anti-protest. So all we are asking is for prayers and prayers, guys. So which country do you guys are? Let's get to know the country where you are. Just there on the comment section, so that you can say hi to those people wherever they are. And what about the weather today? Is it warm? Is it cold? Please let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Okay. So, you guys, I want to say thank you, guys. You have been so nice to me. You've been so nice to me. So just keep it to this channel, and things will be nice. Things will be nice. Coach Kalikeri is saying that why people demonstrating? Oh, people are demonstrating because they feel like the government is not doing for them what they like. I don't know why. And it is just the youth that do that. The old people, 30 years plus, are just okay. It's just the old people. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they will change someday. Any question, guys, that you may feel like we can address, I'll really address the question with confidence, because you guys have done a great job, and continue doing it. You want to grow this channel to the next level. You see, if you want to grow it to the next level, so share share it in your WhatsApp status, share it. If you have some of your friends or siblings that are poor in various areas, please share some of those videos on your WhatsApp. Please subscribe, and at the end of the day, we will all be happy. We'll all be happy as a result of everything. We will all be happy. So, you guys, any question, guys? Any question? If you are having any question, Coach Kelikeri is saying nice channel. Yes, this is a nice channel. Even they can testify it's a great channel. It's a great channel. So we not only talk about mathematics, but we also talk about the issue that are facing us, the challenges that are facing us in life. Those ones are also what we are talking about. So maybe if we can ask ourselves any questions like to do with mathematics, like the square root of 49. What's the square root of 49? That is simple math, simple mathematics. Square root of 49. Let me give the answers on the comment section. Who is the first person to get this? The square root of 49. The square root of 49. The square root of 49. Root of 49. What is the square root of 49? The square root of 49. The square root of 49. Then the other question, what does BODMAS stands for? BODMAS. BODMAS. What does BODMAS stands for? Then what does BODMAS stands for? The square root of 49. What does BODMAS stands for? Let me get the response. The square root of 49. What does BODMAS stands for? The square root of 49 is 7. Then the BODMAS stands for the bracket. Bracket stands for B. O stands for of. So we have the bracket of. Bracket of division. D stands for division. Bracket of division, subtraction, and addition. So that is the formula that you are usually using when you are approaching what is usually called the order of operations. The order of operations in maths, like we have the positive, the positive. We also have the negative. We also have we have a lot of things. So we usually use that formula. Yeah, it's called the bracket of division, subtraction, and bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So if there is any question, let me attend to the questions within 5 minutes. Swali, any question? Swali, so we also speak Kiswahili, man. Kiswahili say swali. Kuna swali. Kuna swali. Is there any question? That's Kiswahili. If you want me to teach you Kiswahili, I can also teach you guys Kiswahili. Kuna swali. Is there any question? Kuna swali. Kuna swali. Is there any question? Kuna swali. 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 Is there any question? Question. 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 Any question? Question. Question. Say swali or question. Swali or question. So any, before we call it a day or a night. It depends by day. It depends which country you are. You know, right now some are like it's night. How many people is it night time? And some it's day. Now it also depends on the time. If it's day, what's the time? What's the time, man? What's the time where you are? Is it day or night? Like where I am, it's midday. Okay, it's at 12. But it's like some people right now when they tune to their television, it's like they're making noise to their neighbors. Yeah. But that is how the world is. They say that they usually talk about the world revolving around. They talk about the revolution of the earth. That the earth rotates, and they say that the earth rotates in 24 hours. 24 hours clocks system. The earth rotates 24-hour clock system. So the rotation of the earth is what makes day and day and night. Yes, it's what makes. So you can feel that one particular part is day, then the other particular country is night. So what makes the difference is the rotation of the earth, because the sun is just static. The sun is on its position. It is the earth that moves. So the part that is exposed to the earth's surface, the part that is exposed to the sun, that part is what now becomes the day. The part that is exposed onto the earth, it is the part now that becomes day. Like for example, when the sun is hitting that part of the earth, so that part of the earth now we call it daytime. If the earth has rotated and now that part of the earth does not feel the sunlight from the sun, then now we say that there is night. There is night. So you see, going to school is at times very nice, because one time we were saying that it is the sun that does what? It's the sun that rotates. Is the sun that moves, because in the morning you see the sun on this side, the other day the sun has moved onto the other side. You see, so people are just saying, oh, so the sun is moving, and maybe this one is the theory that had been there all along until the coming of science. So we are so happy about this. Going to school is nice because you remove your stupidities that you used to have. Like that stupidity that we are saying that it is the sun that rotates. Surely the sun does not rotate. Going to school removes that type of stupidity into your brain. Then there was another thing that you used to believe, that when you go to the moon, the moon is one of the stars that are found in the Earth's surface. So when you go to the moon, you will find that the surface of the moon is smooth. But honestly, when you go there, scientists went there and they found that the surface of the moon is not smooth. They found it is rough. So some of these things, it is always good. It's not that you are just going to school so that you can pass an exam. No, we are going to school so that our brain is going to be at the world in a particular perspective. It's different from the way we used to look at the world. Like right now, you can able to bring a lot of questions, right? Like there was also this thing that talked about how do you have to, when you throw something up, why does it have to come down? Then people are saying now, up there is God. So God does not want things that can distract it up there. But you never knew there was some kind of force that brings the objects down to the surface of the earth. And that was gravitational force. So with me, I say that going to school is nice, right? We are not going to school so that you can have jobs, or we are not doing our career so that you can have good jobs, but we are doing career so that you can just be able to reason out, right? For example, careers like law. People are doing law not because that they want to represent people at the court. No, some people are just doing law so that they can be on the safer side of life. Like, if you're doing this to another particular person, which offense are you going to commit? If you do this. So, unless we do ourselves with the mentality of saying that we are going to school so that we are going to get jobs. But let's focus that we are going to school so that we like going to school. We're going to school so that because we like it. We are not going to school so that we are going to get good jobs, so that we are going to get more money. No, we are not doing the courses that we are doing so that we are going to get more money. Like personally, I'm a teacher by profession, but I didn't do education simply because there is a lot of money in the education. If you have such kind of mentality, you can end up being depressed. because personally the services that you're giving out is not even matching whatever that you're getting. So you have to do something simply because you love it, you have a passion for it, you have a passion. Simply the same way, like if you have a passion in cooking, if you have a passion in cooking, why can't you do those courses that are related to cooking, right? So it's not that you want to make money, no, it's just because you have a passion. That's why parents should not force their sons and daughters to to do things that they don't want. It's bad. Parents should allow their sons and daughters to select the courses that they themselves have decided that they're going to select. Not that how the suitability of that course is in the job market. Like, uh, for an example, someone have never gone to an hospital, okay? Maybe somebody is just like, how do you call it? The that environment, what it comes out with. Some people do not like. So you just don't force that particular person to be in that particular environment. So what I'm trying to say is that we have to do things because we love them. We have to do away with the mentality that we are doing other courses because there is what we call the job market. It's not like that. It's not like that. Maybe if I can get some question, if you guys have some questions, maybe I can be able to respond to those questions. Okay, questions and respond. Umemaliza? Umemaliza? Ndio imebaki? No. Okay, so I'm saying any questions, guys, that you can be having, I'll be able to respond to those questions, and I'll be able to respond to those questions. If at all are having any question, I'll be able to respond to them accordingly. Hi. People have disappeared. Okay, any question, guys, that you may be having, I'll be able to attend to that question. Any question? we are talking about some of the ways on how you can pass your competitive exams. Any question, any question, any question, any question, guys, any question, any question. Any question, guys? Any question? You know, we only have 9 minutes so that we can end this program. So if any case you have any question, you can attend to it. It's just a general question that you might be having. General. Any general question that maybe you feel like we have to talk about it. Any general question that you feel like we have to talk about it before we end. It's 9 minutes, man. 9 minutes. Any question? We have said that we have several tips on how you can pass your competitive exams. We've all outlined the tips. And you are saying that we are not going to school because we want to have good money. No, we are going to school because we want to it's good for us doing what we want most. That is why we are going to school. It's not a matter of getting more money, more cash, more. No, it's not about that. So, guys, you're welcome to this live. I want to appreciate you so much. I have some of my friends who started with them earlier on, and it's like they have disappeared. They've disappeared. They are nowhere to be seen. They have disappeared. The likes of KK. KK, where are you? KK. KK is not there to be seen. KK. We have Denny. Denny Callion. Hey, Denny. If you're there, Denny, shout ups. If you're there, just salute and say I'm in. Okay. So any question that you want us to wind up before we cut it short and we make it a day. Before we cut it short and we make it a day. Cut it short, we make it a day. Cut it short, we make it a day. Cut it short, we make it a day. Any question that you feel like we should talk about? Any question? So, if maybe you know about this thing called the geography, it's a nice thing. Like personally, I used to love geography, I used to love physics, I used to love business, because those ones are the areas that I was so much interested in, and they were like, oh, this is nice, this is nice, this is nice, man, this is nice. So I want to thank you guys. You guys have been nice. You've been very, very nice. So I want to thank you, because we have really made it up to this far. You have really made it up to this far. So you guys have been good. So just continue being here. Subscribe. Get an opportunity to see some of those videos, guys. You are so amazing. You know, one thing, you know, I just have to admit that I have very nice people. People are very supportive, right? And it's a blessing. I can say it's a blessing. People are very supportive. People are very encouraging. People are able to get to know where they can help most. So when I say you subscribe, people does it. They subscribe and they say, now let's get to know what you have us in stores next time. And I also promise that next time there's going to be nice. Anyway, what I needed to bring today was something that was I could not write it down like the way I usually do to my maths. It was how do you call it? It was in theory form. It was not practical, so that's why I didn't have to write it down. I just had to come and give it, to give what I needed to give out. So I want to say thank you so much, and remember to stick here to this channel, subscribe, share to your friends, tell them we have something that's amazing here in store. Tell them that we have something amazing, man. Shout out to them, shout out and say, come get this, man, come get this. It's a nice to be here. Here we are like a family. Shout out, tell them, stick to this channel. Spread the word, spread the gospel, man. Spread the gospel. Spread the gospel out there. Spread the gospel. Shout out to them. Tell them that there's a nice channel here. Umechoka? Si rest. Kupanguza? Si upanguze? Cha niende. My friends have disappeared, man. So, so I'm saying you guys, you've been very supportive. So we want to thank you. What do you suggest? So you want to thank them? Yeah, you want to thank them. Yes. So you guys have been amazing. We want to thank you for subscribing to the channel. Please, if you have not, what do you have to tell them? Let them subscribe. What do you have to tell them? Let them subscribe. Please, they've said you subscribe. Let them do what? Subscribe to the channel. They've said you subscribe to the channel, guys. This is just so amazing, man. So, what's the plan? Kevo, what's the plan for today? You just want to eat lunch. We want to eat lunch, man. Subscribe to our channel. We want to eat lunch. We want to eat lunch. Subscribe to our channel, man. Kevo is saying that you subscribe to the channel. We want to take lunch. So, subscribe, guys. So, the way it has said, let's subscribe to the channel. Subscribe so much. See, it is good when they subscribe. Ama namna gani Kevo? Manze ni poa wakisubscribe. Mi napenda hivyo wakisubscribe vizuri sana. Wakisubscribe ndio tunapenda. Ndio hiyo ikue hivyo. Kevo, you say they subscribe to the channel? Yes, manze. They should subscribe to the channel because that is what we like most. We want to appreciate and we want to move very fast with this channel and they should watch those videos. Hey, anyway guys, I want us to stop there. You guys have been so amazing. Very amazing. Very, very amazing people. I have very amazing people. So I want to stop there. I've talked and for those people who are just joining right now, I've talked a lot of things. Maybe you can get time and you watch the videos later on. Otherwise, bye bye. We meet next time. Same place. Bye.